Hi there. My name is Jeremiah Byers, and I will be your instructor for 1102. Okay. This is a summer course, and for Gwinnett Tech College, every single person in Georgia, if they want a public university or community college or college degree, they have to take 1102, which is why you are here. And this course is called Writing About Literature. Good times. I've been teaching at GTC for about 4 years now. I've been teaching college for almost 15 years. I teach high school also. I've taught high school for as long as I've been teaching college. And so been doing this for a long time. Okay. I'm going to show you the basics of the class just in this video. Okay. We will have weekly lectures, which I'll talk about in a moment. And then I'll have recorded lectures posted for you to be able to watch anytime you want to. Sometimes they'll be posted before the official week begins. Sometimes they'll be posted on Monday when the class does begin. Okay. So I won't go over that with you. The point of today's video is to kind of guide you through how to navigate the course. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and then we're going to look at the main page, which is right here. Okay. So when you log in, you will always come first to the announcements. Here, I'm actually going to edit this announcement, but each announcement will be titled with like the week that we're in. You'll see week 1 announcement, and it'll tell you the things that I want you to do that week. I might say it will have the link to the recorded lecture. It will also have the link to the live lecture. All the live lectures will be recorded. So if you can't make it to the live lecture, that's okay. You can watch it once I post it. Okay. So always make sure that you look at the announcements here. Okay. Now for this week, you are going to want to, after you read the announcement, you are going to want to go up to here to start here. Okay. And the most important thing you need for this class right here is the list of assignments and due dates. This is very important. Click on that, and you'll download the Word document. And I want to show that to you right now. This is very important. Let's see. This tells you what we're doing the whole semester. Okay. This is very important. Make sure that you follow this. Okay. We have here the week and live lecture. Okay. So what we're talking, so like what week it is, week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, and then when the live lecture is for that week. Okay. Week 1, there is no live lecture because I'm still in class. All right. And so assignments. So there's no live lecture. Sorry. We'll start live lectures on May 31st. Okay. So it tells you what week we are. Week 2, the lecture is on Tuesday because Monday is a holiday. And the time, if you can make 9:30 a.m., awesome. I'm going to post a Zoom link for you to be able to log into. If you cannot make the live lecture, that's all right. I will post the link so you can watch it later. The participation in the live lectures are not required at all. It's for you. If you want to ask questions, if you want to be involved and engaged, awesome. Okay, but it's not required. Most of these days, I'm going to be starting the live lecture right after I've dropped my kids off at like soccer camp or their daily activity that they're doing. And I'll finish this before I have to go back and pick them up. Okay. So most time these would be about an hour. They could be shorter and they could be longer. Okay. So these essentially I even before we started doing live lectures, I always recorded weekly lectures. So and posted them. And so this is just essentially you having the opportunity to sit in live while I record what I was already going to record. And then this way you can ask questions in the moment. Okay. The units, see how this has unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, 3, 4, 4. Okay. That corresponds to, let me show you. If you are on the blackboard, all of your work and things to read and all of the activities are here in lessons. So if you click on lessons, and then these are for each week, for the weeks and the units that we're in, we're working out of these folders. So when you're looking on the assignment sheet, it says week 1, that means unit 1, you would click inside this folder to find all the stuff that we're doing. Okay. So if we go back to list of assignments, okay, we're working out of unit 1 folder. And then the things I'm going to be talking about in the live lecture will be listed here. So like for week 1, in a separate, this is just the intro lecture. I'm going to post another link where I talk about the syllabus, class navigation, which actually I'm doing right now, MLA formatting, how to conduct research, and completing the first assignment. Okay. And then here you have your assignments. These are the things that you need to do this week. You need to complete the welcome quiz. You'll need to complete the introduction discussion post. You will need to complete the MLA formatting and documentation quiz. You will need to complete the finding sources assignment. You will need to complete the adulterous woman assignment, and then the sea change assignment. Okay, whew, as a lot. And these are the due dates for week 1. Okay, assignments 1 and 2. So these are due on Wednesday, 5/25. That's when this middle of the week. Okay, those have to be done by Wednesday. Now I'll show you where the welcome quiz is. This has to be done because we have to mark no shows, and which is people who did not show up, who have not signed in or done anything at all, and then they get dropped from the class. Okay, school policy. So you have to, before the end of the day on Wednesday, you have to complete the welcome quiz, number 1. Okay. Now assignments 3, 4, 5, 6. I won't begin grading those until Tuesday, the 31st. So you have this week, if you're watching this on Monday, actually, I think this class goes live on Sunday. If you're watching this on Sunday, you have a week and 2 days to work on all this, to work on 3 through 6. Okay. I won't be grading the work until Tuesday. All right. Okay. And this also tells you about, for the future weeks, okay, about when the lecture is and what I'll be talking about and what is due. Now, some of these things can change. Like I've actually already decided that I'm not going to actually talk about MLA formatting. I have provided a study guide for the MLA formatting quiz I'm going to have you do on your own. Okay. So lecture topics for the most part, little can slightly change. I can add stuff in if I feel like that we need more. But like, for example, week 2, we're talking about essay 1, and then you have to write essay 1. And then on week 4, I'm going over essay 1s, and I might realize that like every single person is not doing something grammatically correct. Like every single person is not writing titles correctly. So then I might have to then decide to have an additional lecture on certain grammatical issues, certain things that come up that I realize that we're not doing very well. Okay. So the lecture topics can change. as the class goes through its time. But what's not going to change are the assignments. All this is going to stay the same. The due dates are going to stay the same. Okay, so we got to make sure that we follow this. All right, this is very important. We make sure we pay attention to the unit, so that way, when we are navigating the Blackboard, you know which unit you need to be in. Okay, and so that you can be doing the work. Okay. So for this week, before Wednesday, you need to go to start here. Start here. Start here. There's the syllabus, which you need to read. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 3 is my stuff, my additional important things that you need to know, my little policies. You need to read those. You need to understand them. So like, for example, I post these videos that I post, while being live is not required, watching them is required, because I go over very important stuff that I expect you all to understand and to know. Okay, so you have to watch them. You cannot ever use an excuse that you didn't know something because you didn't watch the lecture. You can't say, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, if I post it, you have to watch it. There's no grade for it, but your grade will be impacted if you don't do the things I've asked you to do in the lecture. Okay. Email me anytime. I'll reply within 2 days. MLA is an essential part of this class. So you gotta make sure that you've mastered MLA formatting, that you know how to use it to create a works cited page, that you can use in-text parenthetical citations, that you can integrate quotes, and that we can use research. Those are all important. This is the way your grades breaks down. 3 major essays constitute 75% of your work, and then we have 25%, which is made left the rest of your assignments and discussions. So what that means is this. Look, each of there are 7 classwork assignments, and each one's only worth 3.6%. Okay, of your grade, 3.6 points pretty much. So you could like miss 2 assignments and still make an A in the class, but those 2 assignments cannot be papers. The essays are super important. The essays are like 35, 30, and 25% of your grade, adding up to 75%. Okay, so you have to make sure you do those. I mean, you could choose to not do any of the classwork assignments. And if you write really well and make an A on all 3 papers, you would still have a 75 in the class. Okay, which is pretty good. If you miss if you get a 0 in the grade book for an assignment because you didn't do it, then you can still turn it in late, but it's a 70. It's the highest grade you can get if it's done well. If it's late and it's bad, you'll get below a 70. Okay. Assignments are only late if I go to grade them and they're not turned in. If I go to grade it and it's not turned in, then you'll get a 0. If I'm late on grading work, if I don't grade work until Friday, even though I said it was due on a Wednesday, and you've turned it in Thursday night, there's no late grade. It's fine. It's full credit, because when I sat down to grade it, it was there. Okay. The due dates sheet right here. This is the, let me make sure I'm showing you this. Okay, yeah. These grade date, this is the earliest that I'm going to grade these assignments. Okay, so as long as they're in by this point, you're safe. But that doesn't mean that I will grade this stuff on Wednesday the 15th. I might have a lot of stuff planned for my kids to do. You know, we might be going to Dahlonega, or we might go to the pool. So I might not want to grade the work until Thursday. Okay, so you can turn it in Wednesday night or Thursday morning on that week, and still be able to get turned in with full credit. If you don't have a 0, then I haven't started grading them yet. Okay. Once you see a 0 in the grade book, that means I went to grade the work. I graded everything that was turned in, and yours was not turned in. After you have an actual 0 in the grade book, that's when the highest grade you can get on that assignment is a 70. If you don't have a 0, then you can still turn it in. Okay. You don't need to email me and ask me if you're allowed to turn in late work. Just know that's the rule. If your grade is blank, that means I haven't graded them yet. So you can still turn it in without getting any points deducted. If you get a 0 for an assignment, that's good because you didn't turn it in, and you can still turn it in for a 70. Okay. All right. So those are the most important things. I want to make sure that you realize. Oh, wait, one more thing. The welcome quiz. You got to do the welcome quiz before Wednesday. If you're watching this on Sunday, you can go ahead and do the welcome quiz right now. Okay. Oh no, hold on. Share screen. Where's my Blackboard? There it is. Okay. So go back to start here. Start here. And then. Did you get those 16? Okay. Sorry if you're seeing those little glitches. This is the reason why we're not having live lectures until after next week, because I'm here at school and people are coming in now. So this welcome quiz right here, you need to do this as soon as you can. If you're watching this on Sunday, do it right now. This is Monday, you're watching this, do it right now. This is Tuesday and you're watching this, do it right now. This is Wednesday and you're watching this, do it right now. This is Thursday. Thank God you watched this video by this point. Okay, do it now. This is Friday, the 27th. What are you doing with your life? The class started days ago. Okay. So you better get in and do it also. All right. Make sure we get this welcome quiz done as soon as possible. All right. When you're done with that, you're ready to move on to the next stuff. This quiz, MLA formatting and documentation quiz, they want you to do, everyone in 1102 is doing this now. This is made by the department, by provided study guide questions. Download the study guide questions. Okay. Look at them. Let's see. I think I still have this up. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Be sure you can answer these. All right. Listen, a certain part about college is that like important thing is for instructors to step back some, put some things out for you to do on your own. Okay. That helps to develop independence. Okay. And learning on the job, which is important for when you get a career. Okay. So originally I was going to go over all this with you, but I really do believe though, that like, again, there needs to be a lengthening of the cord between instructors and students at the college level. Okay. So I went ahead and just made this study guide. Okay. These are pretty much all the questions for the most part of this multiple choice quiz. If you can answer these, great. If you cannot answer these, then you need to do the research. You can type in your answers here if you want to. You're not turning this in. This is for you. This is just a guide for you. Okay. If you take the MLA quiz and you fail it or make a 70, I'm gonna be like, why didn't you do the research? Right. That means, okay, there's no reason to be lazy. You can print this off, write your answers in on it, type it. So that way, when you're taking the quiz, you have your research, you have your work. Okay. And you have your answers that you can go ahead and then just go through whatever grade you make on the quiz is the grade you get. I'm not letting you retake it. I'm giving you the questions in advance. You can find the answers and then take the quiz. Okay. If you score poorly, you score poorly for your first assignment. Okay. That is what it is. Okay. So let's just make sure that we take this seriously. Okay. So that's here. Okay. The MLA formatting documentation quiz. Make sure you do the welcome quiz and this. Okay. Now this quiz is not due on Wednesday, 26th. This is due from whenever the calendar said it was due. Okay. So make sure you follow this and abide by it. All right. So I'm going to record another lecture with more information and going over these assignments. So see that this is just the intro quiz. Get y'all started. Okay. Bye-bye. I'm gonna stop recording.